Your title is the single most important field on your Amazon listing, and most sellers get it wrong. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. My name is Michael Jordan. I've sold over $400 million on Amazon. I have tested and launched and optimized and split tested hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of listings by this point across every single category that you can imagine. And here's what I've learned. If your title doesn't hit the right keywords and convert browsers into buyers, nothing else you do, PPC, A+ content, main images, reviews, pricing, none of that matters. So have you ever launched a product that you knew was great, but nobody seemed to find it because it wouldn't rank? Well, that's probably because most of the time your title is really weak and it's not optimized or formatted correctly. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to write a title that ranks higher and converts better. And I'll give you my title optimization blueprint worksheet so that you can walk through this and ensure that your titles, whether it's for a new product or an existing product, rank and bank. So here's my proven title framework. And we have tested this again on hundreds of listings across every category, so I know that it works statistically. Okay, so in my Amazon title optimization blueprint, you can grab the link to that. It's free. I'll put it in the description down here. And let's go over the title formula first. Okay, so this formula, again, we have tested the heck out of this, so we know it works, but it's going to start with your brand. And you don't always have to include this, but I think it's good for brand recognition, especially if you sell a really good product, okay? And then you launch more products in, say, like the pet space or supplement space, people will start to recognize your brand, okay? And then especially if you're running paid media or ads on, say, Meta or Instagram or TikTok, then it's really, more important to have your brand in the title. So there's that instant brand recognition. So you're going to have your brand up front, and then your primary keyword or search term, an exact match, then a core benefit and what differentiates you, and then a secondary set of keywords and search terms that goes into optional long tail search terms, and then the specs or physical specifications about your product. Okay, so let's go through and I'll explain why this is important. So we want to have your primary keyword up front because Amazon weights the first 80 characters of your title the most. That means they give the most significance and you get the most rank juice from the first 80 characters. That's not keywords, that's characters. Okay, so you can just go online and type your title out in a character counter and see how many characters your title is. So you want to have your main search term at the very beginning. You don't want to bury it in like the back of the title that gets cut off and buyers can never see it and the algorithm doesn't weigh it as much. Okay, so lead with that primary search term and it must be an exact match. So if your product is healthy dog treats, you don't want it, like you want that main keyword to be healthy dog treats exact match, just like that. You don't want it to be like dog treats that are healthy or like something like that. Okay. Number two, we're going to add the secondary or the core benefits and differentiators and the secondary keywords. Okay. So you want to stack these additional keywords naturally, but not stuff them. So we've all seen titles that are just keyword stuff. There's like no flow to it. There's no rhyme or reason, and it's just keyword after keyword. We have to remember that one, Amazon doesn't like that because they're using Rufus AI to analyze your titles now. And two, customers don't like that either because it doesn't flow and they can't read it. They can't skim it naturally on their mobile device. Okay, so we don't want to keyword stuff. It should flow like a real sentence with clear value propositions and tell me exactly what this product is. And then we're going to do on the core benefits, we want to add things that shoppers care about. So like, what is this for? Is it for, healthy dogs, dogs that have sensitive stomachs, dogs that are allergic to rawhide or anything like that, for example? And then last, we want to put specifications. So if this is like a 1-pack or a 2-pack or the size or color of it, right? We put that at the end, okay? Because it's not super important to the algorithm, but once somebody clicks into that listing, they're going to see that and be like, oh, okay, this is like, $60 and that's because it's a 3-pack. Or this is, the size of it if it's a product that size is important. And then lastly, we don't want to waste characters with filler phrases or words or repeat anything. So things like 100% brand new, like that's not necessary on Amazon, all right? People expect it and they know that it's going to be brand new. Or anything like high quality, that's a filler word that doesn't rank you higher on Amazon because people really don't search by that. They're not searching like dog treats that are high quality, right? So we want these to be search terms that people are searching for. And then we don't want to repeat the word 2, 3, 4, 5 times because Amazon's algorithm just doesn't need that, especially with Rufus AI nowadays analyzing the titles and the images and your entire listing. They're going to assume and derive what your product is. Really important that we write for the algorithm and humans. That's going to rank us and then get a higher click-through rate and just build a really relevant listing that is relevant to the algorithm as well as to humans that are the ones that are actually browsing and clicking and buying your product. And then lastly, this is just a technical thing. It should be 200 characters total or less. And again, just Google a free character counter and you can see how many characters you have in your title. Let's go through a good versus bad example here. Now, a bad example: dog collar, durable, best dog collar, adjustable, dogs, high quality. Right, this is just keyword stuffing. There's no readability, no flow to it, and you waste character space, and you really just waste the most important ranking assets of your listing. Now, let's look at a good title. So it's going to be rough wear, so that's the brand up front, right? Adjustable dog collar for large dogs. So right up front, this is a big search term. Adjustable dog collars for large dogs that has thousands, tens of thousands of searches per month, and people are looking for it, and it's an exact match. So Amazon is going to rank you really high for that because it's going to be really relevant to what people are searching for. And then we go into telling more about what it is. It's reflective and it's heavy duty nylon. These are things that customers are thinking about when they're searching and looking for a product. Okay. And then again, for large and medium dogs. All right. So we tell people what this is for. If you have a small dog and you don't want our collar, so don't click on this listing, right? So we have the primary search term, an exact match. We have the brand up front. We have very clear benefits and specs. There's a natural flow to it. And then it appeals both to the ranking algorithm and the humans that are buying your product. Okay. So this would be, what I call specs or specifications for this product. If this was like, say, a 2-pack of dog collars, you could put that at the end as well, but always put that at the end, like the size, quantity count of the product. Say we're selling like supplements, you could put like 1 month supply or 30 capsules, something like that. Okay. Now, if you need help optimizing your title and you go through this worksheet, I would highly advise that you go access this worksheet. The link's in the description. Just download it, make a copy, and then you can use it and fill out this for your title, right? So I step you through this. What's your primary keyword, core benefit, secondary, and specs? And then you can like put it all together to build your title from there. And if you want more help for that, you can always join my community called The Jungle. I'll drop the link to that in the description as well. And I'll personally review your title and make sure that it's fully optimized to rank. Let's go over a quick example here on a listing that I found in this space. So I just searched adjustable dog collars for large dogs. And then let's scroll down here and look at a few of these. So you can see that a lot of these follow the same formula that I have. They have their brand up front, and I really like this one right here. So this, however you say that brand name right there, but then they go into tactical dog collar, adjustable military training nylon dog collar with a control handle and heavy metal buckle for medium, and let's click into this, medium and large dogs. And then even more specs, has patches and air tag cases. So brand name up front, exact search term that's like really relevant to the listing, tells me exactly what it's for. And then secondary keyword search terms and benefits of this product. So heavy metal buckle, like if I have a dog and I'm into the tactical style, especially like, and this is a really great main image because they have like this German Shepherd right here, which is, a lot of people think of as a tactical dog. And then they even include like some patches and an AirTag holder for this. So really good main image, really good title that follows all of the formatting that I and my format that I suggest to you. This is a really good title, and you can see they're rewarded for that, right? They rank really high in the search results. If we search adjustable dog collars for large dogs or tactical dog collar, they're up here at the first. This entire first row are 5 sponsored, paid for sponsored PPC ads. So they rank actually number 1 for these search terms. When you follow that format, you're going to rank because you appeal to both the algorithm and humans, and it flows naturally. Everything, all the search terms are woven in naturally, and it's going to be really skimmable on mobile. Okay, so again, I have all of this built out to walk you through this in this worksheet, and then a keyword insertion planner as well to make sure that all of your primary, secondary, and long tail keywords are included. And then a couple bonus tips. You can always write 2 or 3 variations and put them in the search bar to see what pops up. And then I get this question a lot about how do I know what my main or primary keyword is? Well, most of the time it's the natural keyword that just pops up in your mind whenever you think about your product. So if I'm selling this dog collar, like naturally I'm going to think tactical dog collar. Okay, so you can verify that with seeing what natural most relevant search term has the most search volume for your product. All right, so again, just verify it with search volume, and it's going to be the highest keyword with the highest search volume. Now that you know how to write a title that ranks and converts and appeals and flows for both Amazon's ranking algorithm as well as humans, there's a killer that most sellers don't understand. Okay, and this is called keyword relevancy. I mentioned that a couple times in this video, but keyword relevancy is a hidden metric that most sellers don't know about, and it kills your ranking if you don't do it correctly. So even if you have the perfect title, if Amazon doesn't see your product as relevant to those target keywords, you're never going to rank, and you're going to be scratching your head and beating your desk figuring out, why do I not rank? It's most likely because your keyword relevancy does not match, and the algorithm doesn't think your product or your listing is relevant for the search terms that you have all throughout your listing and in your title. So that's what I'm going to cover next. And if you would like to learn about that, I'll put the link to that here in the video in the description. So go watch that video, make sure your keywords and your listing are relevant for those keywords. All right, I'll see you in that next video. Peace.